Town kids, good morning. Hey, have you ever used a map? This is a really pretty big map of the world. Now, I really like maps for a lot of reasons. One of them is that you can learn about new places, and another one is they can help you get from one place to another place. And another reason that I really like maps is they're really helpful when you're lost. Now, have you ever been lost? In my family, we have a story that we like to tell about a time when my brother got lost. Can I share it with you? When I was a kid, I was about 7, my older brother was 10, my younger brother was about 4, and my mom and my aunt took us to a place that some of you know as the happiest place on earth, and some of you may know it as the most chaotic place on earth. But all of us will know it by its more official name, Disney World. So we're pretty young, and we go to Disney World, and we're on the top of this ride called Splash Mountain, and it's almost our turn to go down Splash Mountain when my mom looks around and she realizes my older brother is nowhere to be found. This is obviously very scary for my mom. Like, Disney World is a crowded place, there's a lot of people, and her 10-year-old son is missing. And so we're also kind of stuck because we're at the top of the line for this ride, and so it's almost our turn, and it's faster to go down the ride than to try to get out of line. So we go down Splash Mountain, all the while my brother is missing. Now, somewhere else, my brother, who I guess had gotten ahead of us and already gone down the ride, does something that's really pretty smart. My brother, like I said, is 10, and he really liked maps. And so he had a map of Disney World. And he's lost, but he has his map of Disney World, and he looks at his map, and he sees that there's a place on the map called the Lost Child Center. The Lost Child Center is this place where if a security guard at the park, or if another grown-up saw a child who had gotten separated from their parents, and maybe that child looks scared, maybe that child is all alone and asking for help, those children could be brought to this place called the Lost Child Center, and their parents could go there and find them. Now, my brother sees it on the map and he says, I am a lost child. And so he goes straight, using his map, to the Lost Child Center. A little bit later, my mom also discovers that there is a place called the Lost Child Center, and we go straight there, and we're reunited with my brother. He's fine, everyone's fine, he did not get lost again. So, it's a happy story in the end. But there was this hard time where he was lost, and people were sad, and people were scared. Now, why am I telling you this story? Well, because today is the first Sunday of Advent. And Advent is the 4 Sundays leading up to Christmas. And on this first Sunday of Advent, we think about hope. And we think about people who for hundreds of years felt lost. And they felt sad, and they felt scared. And they were just waiting to be found and to be saved. A little bit like my brother. But these people that I'm talking about now were God's chosen people, the Israelites. And they spent all this time in need of a savior, feeling lost and feeling sad and feeling scared. And God sent them these people called prophets, who kind of acted as a map. When the prophets shared with the people of Israel, they would tell the people of Israel that God was going to send a savior. God was going to send someone to save them. So long before Jesus was even born, hundreds and hundreds of years before Jesus was even born, the prophets were telling the story of Jesus to bring hope to these people who were lost and sad and scared, to know that Jesus would come. And so today we think about those prophets, we think about hope, and we remember that we too have hope because of the good news of Jesus. Well, that's all from me. Happy Advent, and I'll see you next week. Bye.